All right, I'm waiting here in the parking lot. I'm past come out, so do a little rant part two about this whole situation. And it's just I wanted to add on to the whole what I was talking about is how everyone's oh there's thousands of indigenous women that no one's talking about. And I come across another one that says, "Join me, come march and demand action for our native families. Native women are going missing and murdered, and no one is talking about it." A lot of people are talking about it, actually. What are you talking about? You guys hijacked the whole thread of Gabby Petito or Petito, whatever her name is, um, to do all that, right? A lot of people are talking about it. Like a lot of people are talking about it. It's almost, if you go to the Gabby thread, that's literally almost all. There's more posts about that than her now. So you guys got what you wanted. Um, I don't know. I just find it interesting. Like, what if I go onto this post that's talking about them and I'm like, oh, that's sad, but there's a guy missing him. There's a guy from that I went to school with missing in my hometown, and no one's talking about it. It's not getting the same media attention. I guarantee they would be mad that I went onto their post or their thread that's dedicated to this, you know, and tried to hijack it instead of going off and making my own. And then maybe making a place that shows all of the missing people. You know what I'm saying? It's like one or the other. It's like, why not all of them? I don't get it, man. And I'm looking here at these tweets, and it's just, no one's talking about it. Lady, everybody's talking about it. And the people that are so focused on this Gabby thing, that you're saying, they don't care about. Who said they don't care about the other missing people? Anybody that cares about a missing person, I'm sure, cares about any other missing person the same. The difference here is you have this social media story, this odd story of them going on a trip and him coming back alone, all documented, police encounters, witnesses, lots of leads, lots of things to go on. They knew the story, like the case was already solved, versus all these other things. Unless you give me names and stories of similar things, I have to assume you're referencing just the majority of abductions that are, random or without a trace or have no connection to the victim, don't have as much of a digital footprint, and we have to also think about, all these people of color, these are coming from cultures that traditionally don't like the police, don't trust the police, and don't talk to the police. I'm sure and I have no idea. I'm just saying, I'm sure that has, that's a factor that plays its role, right? We don't know how much, who knows what the data is on that, but and how much they're gonna, they want to do things themselves, solve something themselves. I don't know. Um, Hell, I mean, if someone of my family went missing, I wouldn't even care about the police. I'd be looking for myself, I guess you would care about the police, but at the same time, when it's someone else, you're like, man, the police don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, look at this. They let that fucking kid, they didn't put a watch on this kid, which is so insane to me. And that's one of the biggest reasons is why it got so much attention, is when it started getting talked about and it got picked up, because people are like, wait, this guy came back alone with her van and she's missing and he's just sitting at home and not in custody. So that's what you got to understand. I mean, it's not like no one cares about all these other missing people. Give us some names. Give us some stories. Were they trying to be social media influencers, and were they documenting everything? Can we go off some clues, their locations, people they may have ran into? It's like, come on, man. Stop just boiling everything down to race, man. These are complex issues with a lot of ins and outs. Sorry, gonna call on the other phone here. I don't know. I'll leave it at that. It's just funny that, like, even now, newer tweets are like, no one's talking about it. Lady, you all did your job. People are talking about it. I just think it's funny. I mean, it's like go into a Facebook group for dedicated to a specific missing person, and being like, oh, that's nice and all that he's missing, but can we actually focus on this? No, man. People got their own, and and it's okay if people care about this missing person versus another one, That's okay. Like, fuck. I mean, maybe it's not okay, but it's also okay, you know what I mean? We can't control how people fucking think or what they care about. It is what it is, unfortunately. We wish that there was this much evidence and this much to go on, this much of the story already told for us. For every abduction case or missing persons case or murder or any case, any criminal case. It's just ridiculous, man. And I'm just seeing it. And I just, I can't, I don't know. It's insane to me. Nearly every Native family has a case. Mine is Vicky Weber, case number. Dude, I mean, look, man, y'all are putting this. Why are we putting ourselves into boxes? Why are we making it easy for the people that are already trying to do this to us? Imagine if the people on the internet put this many resources into finding these thousands of women, finding one woman versus thousands of women that are missing. And I mean, give us some names, give us some stories, give us some clues, some leads like that this story had. That's why it was why it captured so many people, because it was like, it's all right here. Why the fuck, how is this guy sitting at home? It baffled people. And I'm sure, there's plenty of stories out there. White women, brown women, black women, all sorts of color, walks of life, that have interesting, fucked up stories that were mishandled or not properly resourced. The resources weren't allocated right. And we would love to hear their stories. We would love to find the truth, But again, it is what it is. It's circumstance. Man, y'all think race plays such a big role into everything, and it doesn't. It doesn't, man. Y'all are falling for that divide and conquer bullshit, I'm telling you, because real ones know race don't mean shit. It's character. It's fucking views, morals. It's how you are as a person, if you're a piece of shit or not. It doesn't matter if you're a guy, a girl. That's another thing that's coming from this case. A lot of this male versus female, and abusive, and men are abusive, and it's just like, stop. Get away from the group identity. Y'all are losing yourselves. Embrace the individual identity. Hold the individual identity responsible. Come on, man. I can't be the only one that has critical thinking. Like Evan Beale, stupid ass motherfucking stoner, has more common sense and critical thinking abilities than fucking dare I say, like 90% of the people that I see online. Come on now. That's it. I mean, we're going for 10 minutes. I could go for an hour on this bullshit, and I probably will later, but this is just the Rants in the Car series, and we're making it because somebody's got to rant, man. Somebody's got to rant about this shit. I didn't even know that, man. I'm figuring all out shit out about my phone. I got my recording. I got another window open so I could read these tweets. I could probably screen record this too, even, and get it all up for you. I don't know, though. That's just fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like, I feel for anyone missing. I feel for any loss of life, like I said in the video yesterday. But people, man, just need to stop being so ridiculous, man. And I just think, it's interesting to, view all this happening in real time, and, people clout chasing. Me, I don't clout chase. I talk about anything to further my understanding, deepen my knowledge, and improve my critical thinking abilities. Everything's an opportunity to do that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not even talking about everything. We're just focusing on these few things that I'm seeing that it's just bugging the shit out of me, man. Anyway, that's part 2. Who knows? There's probably going to be a part 3, part 4 as this shit goes on. More shit will be found out and more comments will be made. I just wish people just, took a breath before they said something. I'm guilty of that. I need to do it too. I do it most of the time. Sometimes I mess up and I'll say some shit I shouldn't have said, but whatever. we need to not jump to conclusions, not get away from this just labeling everything racist, man, and really critical think our way through this shit and look at, like, you know, the ins and outs, the interested parties. These are complex. This is a complex world with complex issues. Nothing is simple, and all you guys are doing is oversimplifying deeply complex issues that warrant further discussion and problem solving, and you guys are fucking it up. Shame on you guys. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, peace out. Till the next rant. You never know when they're gonna pop off.